tone. Please record your message.
I miss you. I want us to be okay. I wish you'd answer my calls and texts if did a best. And I know I deserve it. Silent treatment. But I hope there'll be an end to it.
1981, 4 months to go for the Mr. Olympia. And my fiance, the girl I was going to marry, left me for my training partner. And I was shocked. I was startled. I'm like, oh my God, 4 months to go, I can't train. I was so hurt and so baffled that this girl could do this to me. That year, all the hurt went into my training.
Mentally, taking it to that crazy zone. To do this, you got to be halfway crazy. You got to be willing to throw up in the gym. You got to be willing to just go to that borderline crazy.
I don't want to sound crazy, but you have to be a little fucked up. You know, you can't be social. You can't be out doing a lot of other activities. People call me with their problems, I hang up on. Everything was structured. I lived in a fucking box in order to be the best.
It's just me and the bench. Nothing else matters. I'm empty. It's just you and yourself. No one to disappoint. No one to piss off. You can choose to be lonely, or you can choose to be alone.
And suddenly, I felt nothing. I couldn't cry. So once again, I couldn't sleep.
I'm strong, you get stronger! Come on! One more shot! There you go! Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Only problem is to get that motherfucker everything you got. Everything you got right here, right the fuck now.
How long are you going to shut me out for? I mean, do you really not think about us anymore? Do you really not care like we did before? Will we ever be the same? Can I ever make amends? We really won't ever be friends again?
How the fuck can I sleep next to you in the fucking bed every night, knowing what the fuck you're capable of, knowing what the fuck you are? If I did something to you first, that's fine. It makes sense. I didn't do one fucking thing to you.
You've been hurt too many fucking times. And I know that because of how fucking hard you work. You're the hardest fucking workers have been through the hardest shit. You wouldn't take any of that back, would you? Never, bro. Never. That shit failed me. That shit failed me.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
What do you want? Come on!
You guys have no idea. When you're hurt, how do you feel? You lay down, right? When I'm hurt, I love it. I love that feeling because it's real.
It's just me alone in the gym, me alone in the mirror, me alone in my head. No one did it for me. I worked for it, and I'm never going to let someone else take that from me.
And I was trapped. I, alone, had no body, no senses, no feeling. I was in hell, looking at heaven.
Look at me! There's nothing in my heart. This hole was opened up by this world of hell. I don't feel pain any longer.
Sorry, I don't fully understand, sir. How did you feel? I didn't feel anything.
You had nobody anyway, motherfucker. Look around you. There was no fucking team. It was you. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
Come on, squeeze!
There are going to be seasons of your life where you're going to have to learn how to hunt alone. This is the beauty of a soldier in solitary, a man or a woman who does not lose their identity because they're in a wilderness. There are seasons where life will summon you to march to the beat of your own drum, to do something nobody's ever done in your family, and for some of you to do something no one has ever done in the earth.
There were so many things that I wanted to tell you, but I guess it wasn't in the cards.
Failure has been achieved, thank God. Now, the only place to go from failure is to win. You gotta be willing to fail. You can't fail. What I learned in the gym is gotta go out there and fail. You gotta go out there and fall down. Most people who've won big have failed big.
Second by second, you lose the opportunity to become the person you want to be. Or you can stop making excuses and take charge of your fucking life.
Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything.
If you give up on your dreams, what do you have left? Nothing. I can't live that way.
You'll be a fucking loser if you don't. I can't leave the gym. You won. You fucking won. You walk out here today, no, you've won. Imagine walking out the door a loser. I'd rather die. I would rather die than be that loser guy. Think about that. You want to walk out that door a damn loser, you want to walk out the door a winner. I'll fight to the death. And sometimes I went close to death. It sounds crazy, but you got to give it that much. If you want results, otherwise you'll be like everybody else. The majority of the population, they think they're training hard. That was hard.
I was so tunnel vision that I literally did nothing else. I thought about nothing else. Nobody understood it. What the hell are you doing? And why are you eating like a robot every 2.5 and 3 hours and doing this? And what's this all about? I always felt like I was different, like I didn't really fit in. Some people got something inside them. It's like burning something inside that you've got to do. And you feel different, like you don't fit in. At least I did. This is my passion. This is what I love doing. And if I don't do this, what I'm going to do? Curl up and die?
People will not see the truth. They will see what they want to see. I don't live like that. Good. And you will live exactly the way you live now. Questioning who you are. Wondering what is possible. Wondering what you are capable of doing. Your body and mind will always adjust to more suffering, to more pain. Know this. Your mind quits way before your body does. So you have to be willing to go way into that darkness and find more of yourself. All I really cared about was I looked in that fucking mirror, I saw a piece of shit. Happiness wasn't on the mirror at 16. Well, I was doing as a path. I'm looking for happiness. No, I'm looking myself in the mirror and saying, alright, motherfucker, you did it again today. You a bad boy. Because that shit sucks.
If you have a dream, if you have a goal in life that you want to accomplish, I can tell you, hard work, dedication, determination. Always have that dream. Continue to have that vision. Because when you continue to propel forward, you will see accomplishments. Take small steps, later.
Was filled with
anger.
Yeah, right, anger. You know everything.
You've never dealt with your anger. And look at the cost. Rage, Anthony, is a big, loud, flaming self-distraction from feelings that are even more frightening.
What feelings might those be?
Sadness.
I don't know who the fuck I'm angry at. I'm just angry.
Let's talk about that.
What?
Rage.
Why?
Depression is rage turned inward. But why revenge all the time? Where does it come from, this insatiable anger? Okay, let's stick to the subject.
Which is what?
Your own intolerance for frustration. We live in a time of technological and spiritual crisis. But you feel you're above all of it. Certainly above any inconvenience.
Lifts. To go. Braden lifts. Jock before I broke like Katie. Katie's broke like Jock. Katie, what the fuck do you need Jock for? I know that. You have straps for a reason. Doing the weird girl. I figured out a way you can do straps like that. Yeah, I'll show you later.
He said, you know, I was joking to your ex-girlfriend about you two getting back together. And I was like, oh, you know, okay, that's kind of weird, but what did she say? He said, you know, she laughed. She thought it was really funny, and she said she would never get back with you because you are fat and ugly. Something clicked in my mind. Fat and ugly. I never want to be called that again. I never want to be called that again.
What do you know? What the hell do you actually know about me, huh? Nothing! I'll tell you what kind of man I really am. I have no strength, but I want it all. I have no knowledge, but all I do is dream. There's nothing I can do but struggle in vain like an idiot. I hate myself!
He's all alone.
Alone. Isolated.
Huh?
It's not about your parents scolding you. You have no idea what it means to be alone.
Out there in the streets, Red, it doesn't work. Do you know that?
I don't do this to hurt people.
Yes, what is that? Just a job part?
I don't kill anyone.
Is that why you think you're better than me?
No.
Is that why you think you're a big hero?
It doesn't matter what I think or what I am. People don't have to die.
Red, you believe that?
I believe it's not my call, and it ain't yours either.
You know what I think you, hero? I think you're a half measure. I think you're a man who can't finish the job. I think that you're a coward. You just can't see. You know you're one bad day away from me.
Think I'm happy with that? I fucking did this 3 times last week. You think I'm happy with doing it for one? It doesn't make me fucking happy. You know what you need to do? You need to go home and get some fucking food with your buddy. No, I had it slapped in 3 fucking days.
If she ever sees me for who I really am.
What? You think I would leave?
Yes, absolutely.
I can save lives.
You did. You saved a ton of them. But you also went through an emotional tumble dryer, and I need to know your head stops spinning before I let you back in the game. So no, not yet.
You can't stop me. I don't need your permission to be a superhero.
You never all said that to me.
I'm not like that.
But I didn't have to go easy on you. A different binding agent, a stronger mix. I want you to remember that. I wanted to remind you to stay out of my way. In all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember the one man who beat you. You don't get it, son. This isn't a mud hole. It's an operating table. And I'm the surgeon. Have you forgotten what happened with Jason? I'll never forget what happened with Jason. He was a good soldier. He honored me. But the war goes on.
I win. I made you lose control. See you in hell.
I ain't changed. I'm still a bad man.
Because when it's like, if I'm getting stuck like right here, bending over, it's just boom. Shoot the water back. Let's go. And then after, we'll take the 1 to 10 off, put 5s, and that'll be our last like heavy set. And then let's do 135 until failure.
Maybe your path isn't changing.
The path is coming to an end, River.
You'll never change. I know that.
Yeah. I've missed you for a long time. It's done now.
Okay. I wish somehow it weren't.
I still don't believe it. Yes.
As I study and analyze my physique, I don't look in the mirror at admiration or satisfaction, because then you become content. When you can become content with your progress, there's somebody coming up behind you or somebody ahead of you that's working harder. They're not satisfied, and I'm never satisfied with what I see.
So much water every day because you're pissing so much into this for the last 6 years of my life. It's just been dedicated to this.
I've never wanted to do well at something so badly in my life. At a young age, I developed a desire to be great in this sport. And that desire was greater than my urge to go out and party or waste time eating junk food or whatever. I wanted to be pro.
Okay, because you seem a little manic.
I'm worried about it.
So am I, which is why I tried to get him on my show. We're saying the same thing.
We're not saying the same thing! We're not saying the same thing! If I don't do this, I don't live! I have to do this to fucking live! Don't fucking laugh at me! My whole life! My whole fucking life! Now! Now!
Cooper, they didn't bring us here to change the past.
Say that again.
They didn't bring us here to change the past.
They didn't bring us here.
What is a heart? If I tore a hole in your chest, would I see it? If I split open your skull, would it be there?
So let me ask you again, girl. Are you afraid of me?
No, I'm not afraid. Really, I'm not.
I understand.
Just like seeing for the first time.
We're the lucky ones. We're the ones who get to die. Because you only get to die for having lived. Most people who could ever exist will never even be born. So no matter what.
That was an oopsie. Didn't mean
That was a fucking close one.
Oopsies. Almost dropped it. That would have sucked.
Did I scare you?
No. A little bit.
Just
I've never seen something so big before.
Calling lifts. Oh, there's Caden.
I can't tell you how many times I dropped the weight on the floor. Dropped the weight and just tossed it off my back. Fell down. Got up again and continued the set. You gotta be willing to fail. If you can't fail, what I learned in the gym is you gotta go out there and fail. You gotta go out there and fall down. Most people who've won big have failed big. Okay? You know, see, even you know. And what I promised myself as a little boy, I said I can never leave the gym knowing I have 5% left. 5% is magic. That's the magic place where very few people go. You can go there. I'm giving you permission to go there. We'll have people behind you. If you fall down and drop the weight on the floor, who cares? Who cares? But if you make it, I care. I want that. I want you to fail, and I want you to get up and do it again. The same thing in life is the same thing here. If you can do this, you can do anything. Anything. Right now, you're 5% away. 5% away from being a champion. I made a promise to this young Tom Platz. I said, if you're going to do this bodybuilding thing, if it's this important to you, you cannot be a failure. You cannot leave the gym ever a failure. You have to give it everything you got. When you think you're done, there's 5 more reps. Even when you do 5 reps, there's probably 5 more reps yet. And I told myself, I have to give it this much. I just can't be, because I can't accept the fact. I cannot live with the fact that Tom Platz is a loser. That disturbs me so much. I hate that statement so much. I will do anything close to death to be a winner. Okay? So when I squat 50 reps back in the old days for 405, I probably had 30 in me, probably had 25 in me, but somehow, by some act of God, a miracle, I got 50 reps, okay? But it was a belief system that I cannot live with myself. I cannot look in the mirror. I can't walk down the street going, I'm a failure. Oh, I would rather die. I'm serious, I would rather die than be a failure. Life should not exist.
Oh shit.
It's all good though. I'm still gonna hit this leg day.
Sun's going crazy as fuck. Hell yeah.
Buddy, you're going harder than me. What are you talking about?
Bro, I sweat like a damn dog, bro. Or I guess dogs don't sweat, but I sweat not like that. Paul has a hat on.
That's why we're wearing the bandana.
At least for me, being a failure. Go out there and fail. Go out there and fail miserably. Drop the weight on the ground, toss the weight, but achieve failure. Achieve failure. If you can do that, you can also win. If you can fail, you can also win. And all winners have failed. That's the goal here today, that last 5%. Now, the only place to go from failure is to win. You have to achieve failure. You have to take it that far. Nobody wants to go that far. It's too scary. But you know something? I got news for you. That's where winning is. It always has been. Nothing's changed since the 70s. Nothing. Except people train not as hard. When you know too much, it's like a child. A child will do anything. A child will skateboard off of crazy heights and do crazy stuff and do flips, you know? When you get older, you go, oh God, I could get hurt. Yeah. So you start limiting yourself, how far you want to go. But you know, you have to go through this time where you don't go to failure, but you get out of shape, so to speak. The only way to get in shape is to get out of shape. The only way to go to failure is not go to failure. You know the difference. It's always success follows risk. Success follows risk. Right now, we're like looking for success up here, and the risk is like teasing.
How are you feeling?
It's a pretty good machine. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely does get heavier the more you do it. So.
Oh yeah.
Zooming on the sweat, huh?
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, shave again.
He's gonna be bald like a baby's butt.
Yeah. Shed face.
Go on, you choose the next back. If you don't like it? Like what? Not do that. You can do that problem. Oh, you're recording through that. Stop filming me, I'm gonna poop! Pokeball, go! You're trying to get him demonetized?
What the fuck are we doing?
I'm gonna catch a sweet coon! Bit, no you're not, Bit. No you ain't, Bit. No you ain't, Bit.
Bro, this is the inception vlog of a freaking lifetime. We got the break, we got Taquitos is smelly, we got Yuck. We got, this is obviously Dakota's channel, we got braden.lifts, we got Caden Poops with a Z in the bathroom. Hey Caden!
Constipated. Somebody's digestion is slowed. I wonder why.
Someone isn't eating enough fiber. Holy crap. I really hope.
It's not like somebody's taking Retta and their digestion's so fucked.
You're talking. Retta rat. Pull up. How you gonna run about
I weighed 160 today, actually.
Bro, pull up the hypertrophy, the chart with like the hypertrophy hound and endurance eagle, all that. Almost as light as I am. Wait, how much do you weigh?
140 something.
Oh, actually? Huh?
Just shirtless.
Bro, JJ looks fucking good, dude. He's only been working out like consistently for a few weeks. Bro, you should see it. We'll do a pose down later. Bro, you should see this motherfucker's triceps. It's actually crazy. Best tricep insertions I've ever seen like that.
What about you? What you work with?
I LARP and I only do biceps and triceps.
No, dead ass. He'll say, can you do biceps?
That's all you do?
No, like pretty much dead ass, yeah.
The Toji split, bro?
Yeah, it's the Toji split. No,
I did.
No, but he's our fuel hamster. Dude, instead of the general leg drop, I might get a Mac lift. So we're not buying shirt? I might. I'm gonna talk to my mom.
If the risk is ever too high and the success is down here, forget about it. But the risk follows. The risk follows the opportunity. More opportunity, more risk. If you don't take that last 5%, it's a knock on somebody else's door, guaranteed. There's only a certain window of opportunity for success. This is your opportunity of a lifetime. Take the 5%. Go the 5% distance. It's gonna be scary as all head. It will drive you to the ground. You'll fail a few times. You'll fall on your face. Get up. Keep getting up. Keep getting up. If you don't,
Sir Poops a lot is out of the center. Zoom in on Sir Poops a lot. Wait. Oh, Sir Poops a lot.
Sir Poops a lot.
Niggas take cheap shots on the cheap shit. They the type of stand in line for the cheap shit. Baby girl, second thought.
I I shit to your videos all the time.
I don't wash my hands.
Oh yeah.
Guys, this is the famous Sir Poops a lot. Hi. I poop in the gym. Yeah. That's your new nickname.
You have to be happy for the rest of your life. If you don't take the last 5%, you have to be happy the rest of your life knowing you went to somebody else's door and knocked on their door and you could have been that guy. It's up to you. Sorry.
When you start doubting yourself, that's very dangerous. Because now what you're basically saying is that if my plan doesn't work, I have a fallback plan. I have a plan B. And that means that you start thinking about plan B, and every thought that you put into plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from plan A. And it's very important to understand that we function better if there is no safety net, because plan B becomes a safety net.
Oh yeah.
That stuff is definitely for the weak, because I'm weak. And I made me weak.
Fucking shit. Good ass set.
Oh yeah.
Give me some daps, son.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Hell yeah.
Safety net. It says that if I fail, then I fall and I get picked up and I have something else there that will protect me. And that's not good, because people perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B. I'm telling you, I've never ever had a plan B. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna go and be a bodybuilding champion. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna be in America. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna get in the show business and I'm going to be a leading man. No matter what it takes, I will do the work. I will do the work over and over and over until I get it. It is very dangerous to have a plan B, because you're cutting yourself off from the chance of really succeeding. And the reason, one of the main reasons why people want to have a plan B is because they are worried about failing. What is if I fail, then I don't have anything else? Well, let me tell you something, don't be afraid of failing, because there's nothing wrong with failing. You have to fail in order to climb that ladder. There's no one that doesn't fail. What makes you sometimes not be successful is your fear of failure. And so as soon as you become kind of friends with failure, and you say to yourself, wait a minute, Michael Jordan
Fucks me up a little bit, guys.
That was good.
Leg extension.
Hell yeah. Fuck. Alright, bro, my leg extensions, I just go to fucking failure.
talks about he became the greatest basketball player because he missed his 5,000 shots and he screwed up 280 some games and all of this, and that's what made him the greatest basketball player. So it's failure where we learn really the most, and in bodybuilding it's built in that you do the exercise like you say until you fail. In weightlifting you go and lift until you fail, because it's the only way you know how much you can lift is if you go all out and always lift beyond of what you can lift, and then you know exactly what you can do. I missed the 500-pound bench press at least 10 times in different competitions, but the 11th time I did it. You know, so I didn't feel like I was a failure. I just felt like I have to train more, and so I think the key thing is to tell people, don't be afraid of failure, because it makes you kind of like freeze and not make a move forward. Be friends with that and understand that from failure we can learn more, and therefore let's go all out and just feel free of that and not be worried and afraid all the time. I've had...
Oh yeah. That shit hurts. That was good though. Holy fuck! Holy shit, I didn't even see that.
What? Better physique, bro. I'm finna get an upper body pump after this too, just for fucking posing.
Maybe. Let's just do pull-ups and dips.
True. That's actually smart, yeah.
Okay, that's totally good.
I think
many movies go in the toilet. I've lost bodybuilding competitions and powerlifting competitions and all that stuff. So I had plenty of failures. It's always important to bring that up because people should know that you never will be able to go through life without failures. Failures make us learn. Failures make you stronger. Pain makes you stronger, and your mind is no different than the muscle. So the muscle grows by pushing it and going through pain and through discomfort. But the same is with your head. That if you really want to grow as a person and if you want to get tough, you got to go through pain. You should not shy away. This is a lot of times with today's youth. When they talk about, the boys are having a problem, the girls having a problem, this is a problem, that's a problem. Everyone has a problem. It's like they're getting softer. And they're not willing anymore to kind of take themselves through this pain period and through the discomfort. Everyone wants to be in comfort. We all lose. We all have losses. This is okay. And this is why I say don't be worried about losing, because when you're afraid of losing, then you get frozen. You get stiff, you're not relaxed. You got to be, in order to perform well in anything, if it's in boxing or if it is on your job or with your thinking, is only happening when you relax. So relax. It's okay to fail. Let's just go all out and give it everything that you got. That's what it is all about. So don't be afraid to fail. I failed in bodybuilding. I lost bodybuilding competitions. I lost powerlifting competitions. I lost weightlifting competitions. I had movies that went in the toilet and that were terrible and got the worst reviews. We all fail. It's okay. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down. Whoever stays down is a loser. And winners will fail and get up. Fail and get up. Fail and get up. You always get up. That is a winner. That is a winner.
It was filled with
anger.
Yeah, right, anger. You know everything.
You've never dealt with your anger. And look at the cost. Rage, Anthony, is a big, loud, flaming self-distraction from feelings that are even more frightening.
What feelings might those be?
Sadness.
I don't know who the fuck I'm angry at. I'm just angry.
Let's talk about that.
What?
Rage.
Why?
Depression is rage turned inward. But why revenge all the time? Where does it come from, this insatiable anger? Okay, let's stick to the subject.
Which is what?
Your own intolerance for frustration. We live in a time of technological and spiritual crisis. But you feel